Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Listen, I didn't know what we were going to play today, but who was I kidding? Clearly, it's Tiny Bookshop. I mean, y'all know this. It's the title, it's the thumbnail. We're here. Hello, hello. Let me get my life together for just a second. Imagine me having this done prior to just now. Hi, Zach. Hello. Raya. Hello. Anthony. Sandra. Yana, hello. Oh yes, happy daylight savings, y'all. I hope you feel like you got enough sleep. Candia, hi. Yes, I'm excited to be back in Tiny Bookshop. We are going to be starting spring, which is the last month that we haven't seen yet. Exciting stuff. We'll change our book colors. We'll design our little shop to be springified. Sure, that's the word we'll go with. And I think it's gonna be great. We talked about books a lot yesterday, so I don't know that I necessarily have anything new to say because I haven't finished anything between yesterday and today, but we'll find something. I have no doubt about that. Okay. Shop first. Actually, let me exit out of here. Just double check. Today, yes, is spring 1st. Semester break ends for university students, so it might be a good idea to go see them. We are still, as always, very low on drama books. My brain trying to figure out the word for what I'm thinking of. Plus 30% to weather effects. That feels nice. Plus 2 to classics chance. Large standing. Okay. Probably we'll go to the university. Okay. Back here. Amy, hello. How are you? Okay. Now, for our shop. How are we gonna go about this? I think maybe we do the most chaotic thing possible and just remove pretty much everything and start anew. I feel like that's a bad idea, but I think that's what we're doing anyway. So strap in. It's gonna be a moment. Undo all of this. Oh, I'm full of regret. That's fine. Actually, we have a whole set of defaults, so we can literally just put a default back and change from there if we need to, but probably this is gonna be fine. We're gonna do great. Okay. What is this? Oh, that's our little festive thing that we got. And I forgot we also got art. No shelves equipped. Well, we'll do that after we figure out what colors we want. Oh, I'm excited. Listen, I love a customization moment. I'm still not 100% sold on the colors that we have. Okay, actually, I need a shelf first, I think, because it's going to keep that up in my way if I don't. So we're going to put the shelves back. And then we can start messing around with the colors. You know what I should have been doing this morning and I thought about doing on stream today, but clearly I'm not. My dream snap for Dreamlight Valley. Also, I'm a little surprised we didn't get any update news today. What colors are we thinking for spring? I like yellows and pinks for spring, but wait, what's the difference in these colors? Those are the slightest differences I ever done seen. Anyway, okay, what pinks do we? That's kind of fairly red. You were gonna do yours this evening, but can't be bothered. Yeah, I mean, I will do a dream snap. Today's only Monday, right? Yeah, so we have time. Do we go all pink? Yellow car? That could be a vibe. All pink, yellow car. I don't know if I hate this. I do like the yellows, to be honest. I just feel it might be a bit much. I don't know what it is about the colors. I'm not a color theory person, but something about all of them just makes me a little bit uncomfortable. It's like when you go to take a sip of a beverage that you think is like water and it ends up to be like being something else, you know? That's kind of how I feel about these colors. Like I expect it to be what it is, but slightly different, but it ends up being different than I thought it was. Okay. Let's see. Pink and green. We could try green. The only thing is I feel like we don't have greens that are like light enough to be spring green. Like this is kind of springy. But this is also kind of our summer bag. Well, we had green for summer. Let me see what would happen if we tried to do this. I don't know. I'm kind of living for the pink. Hi, Kelsey. Hello. The yellow is a trust the process color. I mean, we are going to have other things going on, to be honest. So it's not going to look exactly like this 100%. Can I make you a different color? No, I don't think I can. I think you just end up being whatever the thing is. Yeah. I forgot. Okay. This table just increases our daily expenses, but we can put a lot of things on it. I think it has 3 slots. But we might be able to find something else we can put things on that gives us more bonuses. The armchair, I think, is a must because it increases inspiration duration by 4 seconds, and that means more people will buy books. Maybe I'll pop her there for now. We might change the colors around towards the end, who knows? The bench increases inspiration duration as well. Inspiration duration is a very satisfying thing to say. Might pop her there for now. We do need the awning. Gives us bonuses whether it's sunny or raining. And for now, we'll go ahead and paint this like so. You know what? Okay. I'm seeing a vision. Sort of. We're starting something. What else? Okay. Oh, we definitely need our dog. Where's our dog bed? I mean, we need a lot of things. Why did I get rid of all of these? Remember when I thought that was a good idea? Where's my dog? Inspiration duration would make a good band name. I feel like it would actually. I like it. Flower box. We have a lot of things that increase plant effects. So I feel like having a lot of plants is a good idea. We do need the coffee machine because we make money with that. Fairy lights are just the vibe. So we can't go without those. Let's see. Cat. Plus 6% to drama sale chance, plus 1% or plus 1 seconds to inspiration duration. Can I put... No, the cat just chills in the window. Okay, well, you chill in the window. You could also chill on the couch, but I think if I put you there, that's fine. Okay. Call for manuscripts. I'm still working on, so we should put that inside. Give me your art. Plus 1 aspiring actor will come by today. I have no idea what that means. But sure. We're now a director and a bookseller, I guess. We do have this rug that gives us inspiration duration increase and kids sale chance, but I think we also have other rugs. Do we have a category for rugs? We do. Oh no, that's the only one we have. Okay, well, don't mind if I do. The green is kind of cute as well with the springtime vibe. Activatable. Well, we should have this, even though I don't end up using that very much, just because when we need it, I guess we need it. We'll take our investigation board and I suppose the mascot murder stuff, because that's what we got. Okay. Oh, the standing category is kind of confusing to me. Ooh, wait, we want this folding chair, which means this dog, you're gonna have to move over here, I think. This chair is gonna go over here. And plus 2% to all book sale chances. -4 recommendations per day, plus 50% to music effects. I don't think I want that. Hi, Kitty. I'm pretty good. How are you? Travel and classics for the fiddle fig. Okay. Classics for the daisies. Can I look at the plants category? If there's a plants category? Okay. This also goes outside. Sickly fern, plus 2% to classics. Sickly fern. We'll put you there. You can hang there. You can hang there. Stunning. That cannot go in the window. Unfortunate. Okay. You can go in the window though, but this might be able to go inside if I want it. Plus 2% to classics. Those do the exact same thing. Cool. Well, I'll put you there for now. Hiding the stereo, of course. Wait, truth or lie for what? For how you're doing? Truth, of course. Guest book? We'll have that. Plus 2% to customer count and plus 5% if you sold more than 2 books yesterday. We love that. Typewriter for every manuscript. Increase spooky effects. Okay. I know this is not the most riveting thing for us to be doing, but listen, I'm excited to be getting our shop looking right. I'm having a grand time. Take that. Plus 10% to musical effects and plus 15 to classy effects. Sure. Nothing like a whole vinyl player on a fold-out chair. Love her, love her. Oh, yes, let's take this newspaper rack. We can sell some newspapers. This increases plant effects, which is very helpful, so we should take that. I don't think I need that. Whenever someone doesn't take a recommendation or a recommended book from before the 20th century, plus 6 to classic chance, plus 6 to fantasy, -1 to all other books. Okay. First aid kit works with dangerous items, but I don't really have those. Harm effects. Fire extinguisher. I feel like this board game we hate. Yeah, because it decreases the recommendations per day. Plus 18 to kids sale chance, -11 to all others. Okay. A cannonball. I probably should take that. Oh, another birdhouse. Okay. You just have a lot of them. Curtains. Yes. I think this wind chime can go inside, actually. Or we could put some art. Time sale chance or fantasy and kids. I think I'm actually going to replace these. Savvy. Okay, and then this can go in here. Yes, for people to hit their head off of. It's gonna be great. Actually, this should probably go up there. And then maybe we'll put the fire extinguisher there for safety. Safety matters. Safety is important. Shayla, hello, hello. You keep thinking of the girl who wanted to study in our shop. Yeah, I was like, I mean, that's a choice. We don't really have space in our shop to study. You can sit on one of the chairs outside of our shop. Oh, speaking of, I can put something on this chair. Oh no, I can't put that. That's too big. Okay. Didn't realize that was such a big flower. -1 recommendation per day. I don't want that. Oh, also I should put this in the thing. Okay. We could do this for the manuscripts. +4 to crime, -2 to kids. We'll just do this, I guess. Well, I don't have any manuscripts in the shop, so actually that's not going to do anything for us. So, wait. Not sure how I accidentally got rid of that. Can you go on here? Yeah, okay. Beautiful. Classy and fabulous. Look at our shop. Oh, we should probably change some of the colors of some of these things. You're new to this game, but you see everyone's playing it. What's the purpose? The purpose is to sell books and create a cute little tiny shop. It's really enjoyable to me. I find it really fun. You can recommend books to customers who come in with specific requests, and it's cool because all of the books in the game are books in real life. So that's quite a bit of fun, especially if you're a reader looking for books to read or familiar with a lot of books. You might see something that you recognize. I don't actually hate this orange. I might do this purple. Actually, that's a little bit more fun. Switch it up a little. Switch it up. Okay, stunning. Thanks. We only spent like 20 minutes on it. Getting our shop springified. And now we have a little bit of money. Oh. No, before we get into that fully, we have one more thing to do. I'll try to make this a little quicker. We're gonna change our book colors to be more springtime as well. Crime can be like a light pink. No, crime shouldn't be pink. What color should crime be? Drama should be pink because drama, I feel like, are romances, and pink romances for spring feels very fun. Fact books, maybe you can be, well, travel is already kind of yellow. Okay, so we'll make you like a nice, we're going with some little pastel moments, or that's what we're gonna try to do anyway. Again, I'm not a color theorist, don't at me too much. Renee, hello. Ooh, I don't like the green. There we go. Didn't know you could change the book colors yourself. Yeah, you can change them. So I've been changing them for the seasons because I feel like that's a bit of fun. I might leave fantasy blue actually. Fact, I feel like we need a purple. Maybe crime can be purple. Crime can be orange, fact can be purple, I think. No, why would you do that? The only thing is then I forget how to locate the items. They start kind of blending together for me. I don't mind this array. I do not mind this array. Okay. Resume. Let's go to St. Bookston because the people are back. Will they be happy or stressed? Only one way to find out. As someone who associates words with colors, this is a tad stressful to you. Wait, really? Okay. Here we go. We are going to St. Bookston University. So we have facts, classics, and dramas that we... The only thing that I don't like about this game is that exit brings you to the menu instead of just exiting you out of this UI. You have to like actually click to exit out of the UI. It made me so mad that I forgot. Crime, classics, and drama, or something else. Fact, classic, and drama. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Fact books, classics, dramas. We'll go over here. We'll put kids book down here. 1, 2, 3. We'll do let's do 2 of fantasy, actually. 1 here of crime and 1 here of travel. There we go. You want to choose completely different colors for each genre than what I ended up with. Most of the time, I just follow my heart. Don't think about it too much. Ooh, I have a smoothie today for my stream drink. One that I actually made today, not a leftover one. And it's so much better than the last one. Okay, let me pick up these books. Do you have anything to say to me? No, you're very busy. Okay, well, my apologies. Any other books anyone threw around? Is the color change something everyone can do, or do you need to level up for the option? You can do it. It's just in settings, under colors. You can change them with the sliders, and then you can reset them to the game defaults. All right, y'all are shopping. Oh, we have too many books, but that's fine. Exam fallout. People are thinking about dropping out. Wait, why is there exam fallout when the semester is just starting? Anyway, what's up? I'm training my brain seps. Don't like it. Give me something academic. Also, I only want nonfiction, but I can't say I'm fond of historical settings. Nonfiction, not historical. Okay. No, those are classics. Where are my fact books? Here we are. It's gonna take 10 years for me to get used to these colors. Okay, so if something's something academic, not fiction, not historical. What do you mean by that? Them in public? Poem collection? Does that count? I feel like that should count. That was written in 65, which is not necessarily a historical setting, but I'm gonna try to give you... Where'd she go? There we go, this one. Perfect. Glad you like it. Enjoy. Need all the help I can get since we're going to have far fewer customers. I kind of want to like break these windows. The longer the book, the better. I wouldn't mind getting into something more sophisticated, and I tend to enjoy the classics. What can you recommend for a collector like me? A long classic. The Secret History? I feel like we talk about this one a lot. I've not read it. What else do we have that's long? Because if that's our only option, that's over 600 pages, I'll go with that. Because people are very picky about the length of books. The Secret History. Richard reminisces his time. Reminisces his time? Is that how you'd say that? At an elitist college, in his throes of unrequited obsession for a clique of unabashed intellectuals and ditzy decadence, oh my goodness, he yearns to befriend them, sleep with them, become them, including as they indulge in ever-spiraling hedonism and murder. That's not what I thought The Secret History was about. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't read synopses for books. I genuinely thought The Secret History was a witch book. Anyway, continue. Enjoy. Glad you like it. What's everyone reading IRL right now? I'm reading a book called Untitled. Untouchable, I believe. It's by Talia Hibbert. It's the second book in her Ravenswood contemporary romance series, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly, I might say. I'm a big fan of Talia Hibbert. I like the way she writes banter. It just makes my little heart flutter. Hey you, how's it going over here? You know, my dissertation is fully underway and researching for it has actually been pretty fun. I thought you finished it, girl. I'm ready to move on to the practical part of the project now, and actually I could really use your help. Look, this is a Nepenthes villosa seed. Sure. Well, thank you. It seems this plant grows best the further it is from the sea and has a soft spot for crime books. What? It's endemic to a region high up in the mountains of Borneo, and I want to see if it can survive in the urban parts of Bookstonbury. It's pretty ambitious, but why not start big, right? Nutrients shouldn't be too much of a problem since it's, well, carnivorous. Ooh. Anyway, you go to the city center almost every day, right? Do you think you could take the seedling around in the bookshop? Equip the plant at inner city locations 35 times. Okay. You would help me out so much, and the plant will look terrific, so it might attract a few extra customers too. And don't worry, it's absolutely harmless to humans. All it needs is lots of sunlight and 0 wind, so keep it away from the coast if you can. Good luck. Okay, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. Oh, more coffee. You know, this was asked on YouTube, but you're reading They Both Die in the End. Oh, listen, we talked about that maybe last year. We talked about it on a couple streams. I love They Both Die at the End. I do. I know it's kind of like rage bait, but for sadness. It's like sadness bait, but I actually kind of love something like that. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. As long as I go into it knowing what the deal is and I'm mentally, psychologically, emotionally well, I love something that is just meant to make you sad. That's why I love This Is Us. I love They Both Die at the End. I live for that kind of thing. You're about to start 3 Dark Crowns by Kendari Blake? I don't think I've heard of that. You just finished Rewind It Back from the Windy City series. I also love the Windy City. I love Windy City. I love the first 2 books. The third one is called Playing Along, maybe? The one with Miller. I felt like that one was okay. The 4th one with Miller's partner's brother, whose name I can't recall. I think I liked that one. I haven't finished Rewind It Back. I started it and I wasn't enjoying it as much as I wanted to, so I put it down and I'm gonna try again later. But another one just came out with Monty, Miller's dad, I think. My sister read it and she said she really liked it. Thanks for lurking, Kitty. I hope work goes okay. Oh, Isaiah, yes, Isaiah and Kennedy. I think I liked that one. Anyway, what's up? I need a fact book because I want to acquire knowledge and I'm just getting back into reading, so I'd like something light and entertaining, but I've never really understood poetry. Light and entertaining fact book. How about Understanding Comics, the Invisible Art? Makes you appreciate both creating and reading comics as a hobby even more. By going over the history of visual storytelling, and explains how design choices, often invisible to readers' eyes, affect the reading experience. Is that light enough? Baking with Kim Joy. Cute and creative bakes to make you smile. How about that? There you go. You've only cried once today? Well, that's good. Question mark? Hey, can you believe we still haven't heard back about any potential concert venues? I mean, it's on the city council to pay better attention to the culture scene in town, isn't it? So why should we have to do all the work ourselves? Of course, some of the council members simply don't like the look of our band, but this isn't just for us, right? I heard there's some teens at the Lighthouse who'd love to put on a theater performance. Well, we'll see. Seems like someone might need a little push. Yeah, I'll go back to the Lighthouse eventually. Don't worry about it. All right, keep shopping, everybody. Even though it's not a great volume day of customers, we're still making pretty good money. So I'm not mad at it. Also, when you change the book colors, it changes the clothes that everyone's wearing. So now we're seeing lots of people in the purple and pink, which is fun. Okay. Oh, I love spring. The only thing I don't love about spring is allergies. Need some inspiration. Hi there, I want to see something with space travel, distant galaxies, far off empires, you know, the good stuff. I really enjoyed An Unkindness of Ghosts. Anytime I see an unkindness, it does immediately make me think of Unkindness of Ravens, the book that Lucas Scott writes in One Tree Hill. I love One Tree Hill. Let's say space travel, distant galaxies, far off empires. Okay, what can I find for you? Oh, no. Gregor the Overland? No, that's New York City. That's not gonna work. Labyrinths? No. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter? I don't think so. No. Okay. Deepness in the Sky, an interstellar trade conflict unfolds between two rivaling powers in this epic and thought-provoking sci-fi prequel, a dramatic modern classic of speculative sci-fi. 792 pages will keep you busy for quite some time. Here, have this. Are y'all read prequel before the sequel, or like before the actual book people, or are you read the book and then read the prequel afterwards people? There you go. Enjoy. Your allergies are already trying to take you down and nothing's even really bloomed yet. Yeah, my poor partner struggles with them way more than I do, but I certainly don't like them. You read in publish order? I tend to do publishing order as well, unless it's a longer series that has a specific recommended reading order by the author. I'll usually follow a recommended reading order by an author, unless something feels really wrong to me. Like a big one, I know we were talking about Throne of Glass yesterday. The Throne of Glass series has a prequel book that's kind of like short stories made into a book. Oh, we're so low on drama, just like always. We also need these. And a lot of people will recommend that you read the prequel first, but it has like, I don't know. And people's kind of reasoning is like, well, you don't really get to know, you don't know enough about the main character going into the main book, so the prequel tells you like what's going on with the main character. But I feel like it's the point that you don't know what's going on with the main character. So if you find out all of the secrets before you read the other books, I don't know. Not a huge fan of that way. We have so many kids' books. We can go back to the beach though. Okay. Wonderful. I kind of want this weather vane. I don't know how much stuff we have with weather effects, but I feel like I want this, and so I have it. For you, it depends. You're a mood reader, so it's what interests you more. Fair. You've realized you have a hard time reading long romantasy fantasy series unless you read them as they come out. If 20 books already exist, you tend to shy away from them. I like attempting to read really long series. I do so to varying degrees of success. Okay, wait, this is so cute. Okay, well, we're about to go to the beach, I think, so I don't know where you're hanging, but I'm gonna take you off right now. I think you were, oh, you were there. We have to remember to equip this when we're kind of in town. But I do want to get rid of some kids' books. So we're gonna take a trip to, I believe the beach is where we do that. You love Throne of Glass? You read the prequel fourth for that reason? Yeah, I think that's how I read it too. I also tandem read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. I think those are the two. That it's like they are happening at the same time, but they're following different characters. So you can either read them one and then the other, or there's this system to kind of read it chronologically, but you have to go in between the two books, like tandem read it. That's what I did. I really enjoyed that, actually. I recommend that for anybody wanting to read Throne of Glass. Tandem read those books if you can. We should also check about people's birthdays, I think. You didn't know what order to read Throne of Glass in? You didn't read the prequel first and you enjoyed it that way? Yeah, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much if I read the prequel first. I also feel like the prequel is not like a novel. It's kind of like a couple of, novellas thrown together. And I don't think I always love that as an introduction to a series. Okay, not yet. Bar Beach. Yes, kids. Got it. Here we go. You've tried and failed liking any Sarah J. Maas books, but you really liked Fourth Wing. Sarah J. Maas and Fourth Wing are both things that I have a love-hate relationship with. I haven't read any of the... is the series called The Empyrean? Or did I make that up? Fourth Wing, the series? Is it called The Empyrean? I haven't read any of the other Empyrean books. I'm kind of waiting until the series finishes before I attempt again. I think there are meant to be 5 books and 3 of them are out now, right? Kids, crime, and fantasy. Take my kids' books. Crime. Fantasy. How did I like Tower of Dawn? It's one of your favorites in the series, but you know people have lots of thoughts. I really liked it. I think from what I've heard, a lot of people don't like it because they don't like the character that it's about. I feel like tandem reading helps with that, and also because you're not having to deal with the person for a whole book, kind of unbroken or like without reprieve. That being said, I don't have any feelings of ill will towards that character, so I was fine with it. Do fact here and travel here. Bar Beach. Okay. Oh, it's been a whole season since we've been here because it was closed in winter. So nice to be back. We have less customer count, which I don't think is great because I don't think we usually have a lot of customers on the beach anyway. Anyone? Anyone? I need to change this pot color. The red is kind of ruining the vibe. Okay. I kind of am in the mood to reread the Hunger Games books, actually, but not the prequels, just the main trilogy. Because I haven't read the main trilogy since I was a child. And I feel like it would be a good time. Well, a good time might be dramatic, but I think it would be, I don't know, because reading the Hunger Games, I don't know, is ever a really good time. They're good books, but not quite the same thing. The thing about the Empyrean books is that they can get a little rambly or confusing, but you do really enjoy the overall story. The things I didn't like about it are some things that are like tropey that I don't think are the author's fault, and some things that I do think are the author's fault or the editor's fault. I thought the pacing for most of it was really good, but then there was a big chunk where the pacing was just like horrendous, and I really struggled to get through that section. One of my biggest like romantasy pet peeves is enemies to lovers where the enemies is like fabricated or like overly dramatized, in the sense that like the girl in Fourth Wing, I don't remember her name, she's constantly talking about how much this guy wants to like eliminate her when there's no evidence to prove that. She's like, he hates me, he can't wait to get rid of me, like I'm so scared but also so attracted, and he's just like, hey, how's it going? Like I'm so sorry, you can't just tell me that he hates you when everything else indicates otherwise. Like I don't believe you, and now I just think that you're overly dramatic, but not in a fun way. Like y'all don't have to be, not everything has to be enemies to lovers, I promise. Like it really doesn't. And also the world building in the book. The world building is the biggest thing that just really takes me out of it, because most of the sources of tension with characters and with the plot are things that don't make sense based on the way the world is. Like the world building doesn't make sense, so then the problems, I'm like, why are these problems that you're having? Because none of the stuff that's causing these problems makes any sense. I get to pick a book. I'm a big fantasy fanatic. However, no romance, please. I'm a fan of books like The Ruins of Gorlin. Okay, I would love to pick a kid's book for you because I have far too many of them. A kid's fantasy. Let's see just from a glance if anything looks... Oh! Sky Island. How about that? The enemy stage never lasts so long. Like I do like an enemy to like an enemies to lovers if the enemies feels justified. It doesn't even have to be full enemies. I can take like a rivals to lovers, but it can't be like, oh, we just pretend to hate each other, but we loved each other from the beginning. I'm like, that's not the trope then. That's like that's just y'all are mean to each other for fun, like as a little bit of flirting. Like hi cutie, hi, oh hi. Who's my favorite boy? Yes, you are. Well, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well myself, enjoying the fresh air. Oh, by the way, did you know that occasional watering might help to keep your plants happy? Oh, a watering can. Well, thank you. Minus 3 recommendations per day. No thanks. Here, I hope it's okay that I brought one for you. I thought it might be helpful. I'll check in again soon, okay? Bye. All right. Coffee. The best part of the books are definitely the last 25%. She's great at cliffhangers. I do like a cliffhanger. But I also heard, what's the second book? Is the second book Iron Flame? And then Onyx Storm is the third one or something? I heard the second book, people didn't enjoy it. Like, even people who really enjoyed Fourth Wing, for the most part, seemed to not really be about the second book. And considering I had both positive and negative feelings about the first book, I don't know that I would like the second one. Which is why I'm waiting for the series to be over, because I like to read books close to each other. So if a series has new books coming out, I'll usually reread the first ones before I get to the new release. And I really don't want to have to reread this book like 3 times to finish the series. Did you get anything new in? I want yearning and blushing, please. Also, if there's no happily ever after, I'll cry. I'm a fan of books like Northanger Abbey. Okay. Yearning and blushing. What can I do for you? Breakfast at Tiffany's, perhaps? Let's see. How about breakfast at Tiffany's? There you go. Continue shopping, everyone. Book 2 can be rough because it's a connector book. Lots of middle stuff and the high points are so good. Here's the thing. I don't mind a connector book if it's done well. Like, to me, the most recent Legendborn cycle book, which is called Oathbound, it's book 3 of a 4-book series. It's very much like a connector book, but it's like so good that I don't even care. It's so long, and it's one of those books where kind of nothing happens, but kind of a lot happens, and you can tell that it's like set up, but it's so good that I don't even care that it's just set up. There are a lot of books that I feel like are connector books that are boring connector books. Like, no excessive tea or shade, but I think I've talked about the fact that this was a very disappointing series for me. Powerless by I want to say Laura Roberts, but I'm sorry for slandering Laura Roberts if that's not who wrote this book. It's got like Powerless, Reckless, Fearless, or something like that. I don't know. It's like a trilogy with one kind of novella that's like an interconnected novella. The first book I was kind of on board with. I was like, yes, I see what the vision here is. It's kind of like Hunger Games-y, but like modern romantic-y Hunger Games. And then the second book happened and I was like, okay, like it's a connector, but it's not good. I was like, okay, but it's fine. We're getting to the last book and the last book will be fine. And then the last book was somehow a mess as well. I hate a series that starts strong and just kind of like womp womp. Give me something with a low page count. However, fact books are just boring to me. Okay, low page count. Another series that I felt that way about, where I was like, the first book was good, the second book was oh, and the third book was the Orisha Legacy, Orisha Chronicles, Orisha Legacy, I think. The first book is Children of Blood and Bone, which is getting a movie, I think. The first book was so good. The second book, I was like, what is happening? The third book, I was like, oh yikes. Oh yikes. How about The Emperor's New Clothes? You had the same thoughts about the Powerless series? You feel like there was so much wandering around for no reason, especially in the second book. And then there were some really weird, like, I love a book with a plot twist. The plot twists that were in the final book of the Powerless series, I was like, no one asked for these plot twists. Like, now we're just doing too much. You have Legendborn on your shelf and need to read it. It's so good. The one thing I say about Legendborn, I don't know that I felt this on my first read, but on rereads, I feel like it's a bit of a slow start. There's like a lot of world building, a lot of like character building stuff initially, so it takes a little bit of time to get going, but once it starts, I feel like from like 75 pages in to like through the rest of the books, I really, really enjoy it. Grandma's old books, here we go. You've heard a lot of the same about Powerless, which makes you hesitant to read it. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. But that being said, I did enjoy the first book, so. And also my opinion is not always the opinion that everyone has. Some people love things that I don't love, and some people hate things that I think are immaculate, so. What else do I need? I need more dramas. Okay. Waterfront Fish Market, I guess we'll go there. What's new that I have? I feel like, oh, the watering can. I'm not gonna use that. I am going to go to Waterfront Square. I'm gonna still leave my plant for that quest in my inventory because I think we're gonna be too close to the beach. Travel, fact, and fantasy. You have to learn that you don't need to finish every series you start just because you read the first book. Yeah, here's the thing. I am not the greatest about finishing series, but I am even worse at giving up on series. Like, even if I don't really enjoy them very much, I feel the need to finish them, even if it takes me a while, or like I never remove them from my TBR is basically the thing. We'll put kids down here. We'll put crime here, and we'll put classics here. But I also don't really DNF books. It's actually a problem. Sometimes I will stop a book in the early phases, but it's usually with the intention of picking it up later. I'm really not a fan of reading books, deciding I don't like them, and then just not finishing them. Usually I'll just power through. Shatter Me is when you stopped because it was too YA for you. That's fascinating because Shatter Me is on my list of series to read, and I just saw someone talking about it recently. So I feel like, I don't know. I don't mind YA. Also, no tea, no shade. I feel like a lot of new, like especially romantasy books, the quote unquote new adult books, they're just YA with protagonists who are legal adults so they can add spicy scenes. Like they don't, the books don't feel different than YA books. The character thought processes don't feel different than YA books to me. The only difference is that the characters are legal, so like it's less creepy to write certain things. To me, that's the impression I get from a lot of them. Hi, can I get a book? I'd like to read more about the beautiful nature on planet Earth, and fact books are my usual go-tos. Also, I like niche books for the most part. Okay, fact books about planet Earth. What can I do for you? Physics, architecture, Bookston, mathematics, memoir, history, buildings, mend. Russians in Alaska. It's not really about nature. A Buzz in the Meadows. The natural history of a French farm. A tale of how Gulson transformed a derelict farm into a sanctuary for plants and pollinators. Filled with humorous anecdotes and fascinating science, this book is a heartfelt plea to cherish and protect life in all of its forms. Maybe I can give you that. The World of Encyclopedia of Trees. How about that? There you go. There you go, Harper. Do you have anything for me? Ah, ahoy, matey. Haven't seen you here in quite a while. Have you been out on a big catch? Just busy. Well, we can't all be so lucky, eh? But don't worry, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Want to see my haul at least? Oh, I thought you were gonna have a manuscript for me. Traveler suitcases. Upon closer inspection, you can make out the faint outlines of saltwater stains on them. When a customer enters your shop with a chance of 5%. What? I don't know what that means. All right. Thanks, bye. Grumbling sailors. Oh, what? They're mad because I don't have maritime decorations? All right. That's why they're angry. My dear, do you have a minute? I'd like to discuss something important with you. Being in hospital and talking with you, it made me a little more honest with myself. I considered my old bookshop and the years of work I put into making it a welcoming community hub, and maybe a little selfishly, I don't want that legacy to go away just yet. I want to have made an impact on this town that I love, and I want someone to carry on what I started. After watching you, I knew you could be the one to do it. You might not realize it, but what you do every day, it's exactly what our community needs, giving people a pleasant destination to visit every day, supplying them with books and with dreams too, and giving each other a hand when the need arises. So all of that is to say, I would be honored to give you the space to expand your business. This way, Bookstonbury could have a bookshop return to its center. While your tiny shop could still supply the outer areas whenever you wanted. What do you think? Yes! There are some strings attached, of course. I'd want to be involved in some way, but I've been involving myself in your business from day one anyway, so I hope you're used to it by now. And there are a few requirements you'll need to fulfill before you can take over, but if you feel ready, we can discuss all those details tomorrow. I'll come by your shop again. Ooh, what? Yes. Not being mad about the lack of decorations, specifically the lack of like fishing decorations. Like oceanic decorations. Kind of wild. Thinking about getting a physical bookstore reminds me, I was thinking about playing Discounty the other day. I really enjoyed playing Discounty. I'm looking for anything sci-fi, and I'd love to read something classic. The Napoleon of Notting Hill is one of my all-time favorites. I hope it's not too much of a bother. Okay. Sci-fi. Classic. I wonder if we have any classics, like actual classic books that are sci-fi books. Bleak House, Romeo and Juliet, Dr. Faustus, Don Quixote, no. Okay. That's fine. History of the Devil, All Systems Red. I did read this one. I haven't read any of the other Murderbot books though. Can we find an old sci-fi though? I might have talked about this before. I read The Cruel Prince. Well, I read the first 3 Folk of the Air books. Well, I think technically Folk of the Air is just the first trilogy. I don't know. There are like 2 trilogies, I think, that are connected. And Folk of the Air might be the first one, or it might be both of them combined. I read the first 3 books in the series in like 2 days. I don't know what happened. I was having a fabulous time, but when I look back on it, I don't remember a single thing about this series. Probably because I read it in like 2 days. Fate and Witch, Princess Bride, The Last Wish. That's the one you like. In this alternate universe, successors of the throne of England are chosen through random selection, and while the newest king fails to take his position seriously, one inhabitant of Notting Hill upholds his whimsical decisions with vigor. That doesn't really feel like sci-fi, to be honest. At the Earth's core. There you go. Fae Fever Dream. Yeah. Princess Bride. I've never read Princess Bride, but I've of course seen the movie. Right, everyone, buy some books. Stop being angry. Negative 25% to sale chances is absolutely brutal. Hey you, so still not much going on, huh? You keep saying that. I'm running a very successful business. I'm looking to expand, actually. Oh gosh, I'm so bored. I love jogging, but there are only so many times you can see the same path. I beg of you, please distract me with a book. Okay. Did you get anything new in? I absolutely love a fantasy. If there are less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. Okay. Napoleon of Notting Hill, perhaps? Anything else? That's probably it. Oh, All Systems Red, Murderbot. That's kind of sci-fi, though. I think you'd get mad at that one. Have this. Yeah. There you go. A fantasy less than 200 pages. I know, supremely difficult to come by. Whoa, the Napoleon of Notting Hill has been on my list for ages. Good catch. Thank you so much for keeping me afloat with books. You're welcome. Oh, this day is rough. Note to self, put more maritime decorations on next time we come here. Yikes, yikes. Don't leave before you buy coffee. There we go. We really only needed to sell 1 to break even, but... All right, goodbye, everybody. I'll be back eventually with more boaty things. I wonder if I just put up the net, if that would be sufficient. Classics. Okay, we got 2 dramas. Yikes, 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 yikes. The people of Bookstonbury really are nitpicky at times. They are hard to please. A fantasy less than 200 pages is the fantasy. Well, Okay, let's go to, maybe we should, oh, no, not the Mega Marché. We're gonna go, I think, to Cafe Liberté. What day is it today? I think the 6th is somebody's birthday, so we're good for now. It's either the 6th or the 7th. What do they like here? Classics and travel? Well, okay, I can make that happen. Anything but drama. I'll fill lots of shelves with this. Classics and travel. Bloop, bloop, bloop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. We'll do kids' books down here. We'll do fantasy and crime. And fact. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh well. See what Tilda has to say about... Oh. Moira, be a dear and fetch the old coffee beans from the cellar. What's wrong with the coffee I bought? It has much better certifa what? Now, sweetheart, don't be silly. The Liberté has always used Chico Tradizio? Sure, Tradizio? It's what our customers expect. Our customers didn't mind the coffee I brewed them last week. Well, it's time to get things back on track. Are you serious? Oh. How can you not even recognize how well I handled the cafe while you were gone? Because I'm very much capable. I have a business degree, but you never seem to notice that, do you? Ooh, why am I listening to this? You still treat me like a child, or no, actually, you treat me as if I were my dad. Ooh, as if you couldn't trust me with this, with the legacy. I love a little bit of drama, but one thing I don't really like is family drama. I don't want to be anywhere involved in this. You need to let it go, Nan. Not everything is always yours to control. People take different paths than you think they should. Ooh. That's enough now, Moira. Oh, don't you want to break from this place too? Just once? Just let me help out. I can... Oh, I said that's enough. Now, would you please excuse me? There are customers here I need to serve. Y'all are having that convo in front of the customers? I see. Guess I'll leave you to it. Yikes. Well, anyway, I wasn't listening. Nope, I was just prepping my shop for the day. Didn't hear anything. Brew some coffee, get that going. Guess you heard that, huh? Nope. I need people to stop saying things that are silly. Hells, seems like the whole plaza heard. You know, I love my Nan and the Liberté, but sometimes she just drives me up the wall. How can anyone be so stubborn? Mumbles. Obvious now where Dad gets it from. Anyways, I can't be around here right now. Sorry. You came into my shop. Bye, I guess. Goodness. People are so silly. Oh, I can't knock over the trash bin, unfortunate. You didn't even buy any coffee, Moira. Rude. A sachet away, indeed. Hey, you're gonna come to the next flea market again, right? You have to. There's different stuff there every time. And what if you miss the one really great treasure because you don't go? All right, I'll be there. Don't worry. Oh, Tilda, talk to me about the store. I want to know what's up. I want to delve into the past. Something historical, please. I'm never going to be too old for a kid's book. I'm a fan of books like the Encyclopedia of the Weird and Wonderful. Yep, I already finished the last one. Oh, Harper. You little goof. Shakespeare, we could do that. Anything else? Barmy British Empire, horrible histories. History of the British Empire is full of horrible people and horrible deeds. Find out how a war started when a Brit was sitting on a stool and who wore a necklace made of human skulls in this not so horribly boring history book. I feel like you would like that. Enjoy, Harper. Yippee, I like that it deals with the past. Okay. Harper is so funny. I love her. I wish we would meet Harper's parents. I feel like that needs to be like the last scene in the game or something. It's very like, I talk about this movie all the time because I love it so much. It's like a perfect film in my heart. Not quite as perfect as Atlantis, The Lost Empire, but almost as perfect as that. Eloise at Christmas Time, where, spoiler for Eloise at Christmas Time, I guess if you haven't seen it, you should, but it's kind of like a minimal spoiler anyway. Her mom shows up at the end, but you like never see her face. She's just like, Mama. And then you see a lady in a wide brimmed hat walking into the plaza. Oh, so iconic. We need that, but with Harper's parents. Oh dear, what am I going to do with these two? Have you spoken to Moira or Mary yet? It seems they had quite the fight, and of course they're both too stubborn for their own good. You know I love my Mary, but that woman refuses to talk when it comes to family. She hasn't spoken so much as a word to her son ever since he refused to take over the cafe 12 years ago. Now, what's that about? I suppose that was always how it was done in our generation and with our parents. Still, she should know better. And Moira, oh dear, she idolizes her grandmother beyond reason. I wish she wasn't so intent on getting approval. She should just go her own way. That's what youth is for, isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dwell on this so much, but I hope you and I can talk some sense into those two. See, I get what you're saying, but what about that shop, though? I mean, I'm kind of more concerned with that than their family dispute. That's kind of none of my business. Moira and Miriam had a big argument. Help them reconcile their differences. Do you think you could talk to Moira again? I'm sure in her heart she's already willing to reconcile. Anyway. You remember watching Eloise at Christmas Time with your mom a few hours before your husband proposed to you? That's cute. 12 years is quite the grudge. Not talking to someone for 12 years because they don't want to take over your shop that's assumedly your well, I mean, I think this shop has been here for a really long time, so it's like a family legacy kind of thing. So it might not even be Miriam's passion. It might just be duty on her part, but you can't get mad at your son for that and not talk to them for 12 years. No time to waste on a book today. There is a lot to do at the Liberté, if you'll excuse me. You came into my shop. Y'all, listen, you don't have to be here. You don't have to come in to say, hey. I passed my last exam. One horror shocker, please. And I usually enjoy a classic piece of literature, but poetry always has been a bit elusive to me. One horror shocker. Sure, and a classic if I can. The Turn of the Screw. Here's the thing. This is the kind of request where people will be like, oh man, this isn't scary enough. And I'll be like, okay, I don't know how I was supposed to help you with that. I don't know how to find out what is or is not scary enough for you. And also, how would you know if you haven't read it yet? Actually, that's a better question. How do you know it's not scary enough? The young art teacher Walter Hartwright finds himself entangled in a complicated family mystery. Will he find out the underlying secret that led to the tragedy? Be prepared for a twist in this spooky classic. Okay, here's the thing. Mysteries can be horror, but they're not always horror. Horrors can be mysteries, but they're not always. How do I know what's what? Does any have a mature rating? Battle Royale? How about this? It's not a classic. Or is it? Does it count as a classic even though it's newer? Have that. Enjoy. We're having way better of a day today than yesterday. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to drink some of my smoothie. Okay, lovely weather. I wouldn't mind if there was romance. I enjoy a good classic from time to time, and I could pick up a new hobby. I'm sorry. Okay. You know what? We're not going to worry about that so much. Romance, classic, fact book. That's not gonna happen. But I can get ya the lesbian vampire story that you didn't know you needed. This classic gothic horror novel details young Laura's encounter with the new guest at her father's castle. Estate, what's the difference? A young woman named Carmilla, maybe that. Does revolting count as a new hobby? You could have Les Mis. It's a classic. There's romance. You could learn about how to start a revolution. I'll give you Carmilla. Hot Cocoa Collective. Hello, hello. What smoothie am I having? I just whipped it up. It's got some strawberry, banana, raspberry, flaxseed, yogurt. That's mostly the gist of it. Sweet. Carmilla sounds lovely. I hope they get together. All right. Enjoy. Oh, we're making so much money. It's the dance for you. They're like, ooh. New book. I mean, I too dance around sometimes just because I'm happy, so I can't hold it against them. Look at this. We're gonna be like close to 350 coins today. That's a great day. How long have I been playing this game? This is spring of year 2, but it's technically our first spring because you start in summer. So we're almost done with our first full year of the game, and we started playing this maybe a month or so ago. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan. Okay. Tomorrow is the flea market. Spring 5. Let's try to go somewhere where they don't want too many dramas. We were just at the Liberté. We could go to Far Beach again. What about the lighthouse? I feel like they like drama at the lighthouse. They love drama at the lighthouse. That's a problem. The castle ruins. Give 5 nature or animal recommendations to pioneers. Maybe let's go there. The thing is, those days aren't usually good sale days, though. Flea market is tomorrow. I think we're gonna... Which one's cheaper? They're the same. That's unfortunate. We're gonna go back to Far Beach. You haven't gotten around to playing it in a while and making you want to get into it again. I love this game. It's like made for me. I love books. I love tiny buildings and I love cozy vibes. Kids, crime, and fantasy. Okay, we can do that. Do that. We'll do classics down here. We'll do, wait, classics down here. We'll do fact over here. We'll do, yes, classics and travel. Boop. I love tiny buildings. I do. I was reading a book in which there were people who ended up staying in this like fancy estate grounds that just had kind of miniature buildings, like recreations of historical or like fancy like landmark buildings, but tiny versions. That's basically my dream. If I could live in a tiny house, I would. The only thing that makes that difficult is the fact that I own so many actual books and need like a full PC setup to do my job. Have I played Small Spaces before? I've not. I'll have to look into that. Right, everybody. Shop, shop, shop. I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I'm looking for the next book in a series. However, fact books are just boring to me. On the Banks of Plum Creek is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, you want a kid book series? The Boxcar Children? How about that? Little Peppers? Hot Cocoa Collective, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. Oh, Inkheart. We've talked about how much I love this. I really love... Oh, wait a second. Who plays Dustfinger in this movie? Brief intermission while I Google who plays Dustfinger, because my sister tells me this all the time, and I always forget, and it shocks me every time I find out who it was, because I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid. I remember not really liking the movie, but I really liked the book. Paul Bettany. Ain't no way. Someone traveled back in time and changed history. Okay, what else do we have? I have the Storm Real Magic series. 5 Children in It. Green Glass House. You know what? I'll just give you this Lighthouse Mystery, Boxcar Children. Brendan Fraser is so good. You know, I don't really actually know what I've seen him in apart. Like, obviously he's a person who's everywhere, but apart from, like, I don't know if I could name something that I've seen him in outside of Inkheart, even though I know I've seen him in things. The Mummy, perhaps unsurprisingly, I haven't seen that movie. Kitty, you can act shocked all you want. We know this is not a surprise. Like 9 times out of 10, if someone brings up a movie, I haven't seen it, even if it's something that everyone's seen. Okay, so like I enjoy plays, I'm partial to a good manga, and I also enjoy the odd romance plot from time to time. Okay, I might be able to find you a classic play that could be a romance. How about Midsummer Night's Dream? There you go. Enjoy. Hello, dear. Is now a good time to talk business? Yes, I wanted this yesterday. I wanted to discuss the bookshop with you. I know the building is not nearly as modern as your own book wagon, and it might take some getting used to, but I believe you could adjust very well to the conditions. There are just a few tasks you need to have a look at first. The shop is already empty thanks to your help, but some dusting might be required. I'll give you a hand with that. Secondly, you need at least 4 shelves, otherwise this place will feel very empty. The shop is much bigger than your wagon after all, and you might want to have multiple shelves in each of them. But I saw that you have some in your storage, correct? Perfect. You can bring them in soon. Ooh, all the gear and no idea. Finally, enough room for all of your books. These shelves are beautiful. Here's the thing. I feel like all the gear and no idea is probably meant to be like a funny little, cute little rhyming thing, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure, it gives British, the people that made this game. And I feel like there's a particular type of British accent in which gear and idea sound quite similar. I don't think I could imitate it though. Thirdly, I want you to be prepared for the business side of it all. It becomes a lot more complicated with a bigger shop after all. I know you've been in the book business for a while. It would just give me a lot more confidence if you had membership in Bookstonbury's business association as well. I forget, have you begun the course with Miriam yet? You should talk to her soon. She'll help you along. Oh, a nose for business. Complete Miriam's 6-step business course. I'm in the process of it and I don't remember what I'm supposed to do next, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I have one last requirement and it's the most important one. I want you to have some friends and allies on your journey. You will always have me on your side, of course. I'll lend my advice where I can. If you could check in with a few more people in town and offer them some support, I'm sure they would be happy to aid you in your tasks as well. All right. Help your fellow Bookstonians on their journey to unlock the true power of friendship. The power of true friendship. Well, close enough. All right, I'm sure you've realized by now how important this whole business is to me. I'll help you with these tasks however I can, but I want to see that I can trust you to do this. All right. A worthy heir. Girl. Become worthy of inheriting Tilda's old shop by completing her requirements. We got 2 out of the 4. That's not too bad. When you have, come talk to me again and I'll gladly hand over the keys and celebrate your achievement with you. Good luck for now, dear. Okay. I gotta buy more books. I don't know how far into the day it is right now, but goodness gracious. Where are the people? Why is no one hanging out? Oh, I can help you, Tilda. What do you have for me today? I tend to like books with unexpected twists. Bonus points if it's from this century. Well, I don't know how to help you with that. I don't know how I would know if there's twists in a book that I haven't read. Twisted is not quite the same thing. How about... Oh! Listen! This is one I talk about all the time because it comes up, but Vicious is very good. Have Vicious. You're right. I heard there's a shocking twist in Vicious. Enjoy it. I rarely read a book and give it 5 stars as a like personal rating. Vicious is a 5-star read for me. Actually, that reminds me. When is the 3rd book coming out? I needs to know. All right, everybody, grab some more coffee, grab some more books. October 6th! Wait, is that true? Sorry, I'm looking this up as people are shopping. Victorious? V.E. Schwab? October 6th. Oh my gosh! It's gonna be a good year. Hi, you got another book for me? I'm a big fantasy fanatic. I really enjoyed Dreamer's Pool. You've heard nothing but good things about Vicious. I really liked it. The 2nd book I didn't like as much, but I still did enjoy it. I'm excited for the 3rd one. You want a fantasy book. I can do that for you. Witchwood. The 5th season. The Hunger Games. The Well at the World's End. Life of Pi. Why don't I give you The Well at the World's End, which is a fantasy classic. I mean, I've not read it, but that's what that says. You're right. Fantasy really makes my everyday feel heroic. All right, enjoy. Wait, now I'm excited. Ugh. I'm excited to reread Vicious and Vengeful leading into Victorious, I guess. I just looked at the title of this book and I already forgot what it is. I'm pretty sure that's it. They're all V names. Yes. I love a reread of a good book, you know? Not our greatest day of sales, but nothing to scoff at. Okay, school manuals. I don't need that. Cheap used books. Got 2 drama. It's something. Mixed books set. Okay, we got 10 dramas. We're okay for now. We got to go to the flea market. We have a lot of money. I love money. And we're gonna be able to buy so much stuff. Spring 7 is Anne's birthday. Spring 7 is tomorrow. Okay. Nina, hello, hello. Have a wonderful night. Spend it. I'm gonna spend my money. Just wait. Flea market. Let's go. I mean, wouldn't it be sad if there's nothing fun at the flea market? That would be the tragedy of all tragedies, actually. Fact, classic, fantasy, crime. Fact, classic, fantasy, and crime. And then we'll do drama down here, travel up here, and kids down here. Here we go. Always buy more books. I always buy books unless, well, I mean, I won't buy them if I have like over 100 of them, but other than that, I always buy them. And for some reason, the dramas are the ones I'm always out of. What you looking for? Mixed books set, please. 11 drama. Thank you, girl. We could do the step ladder and the desk lamp. We have so much money. We could theoretically buy probably most things, but I want to see what's for sale before we spend it right away. Okay, we got, oh, ugh. I'm not so sure about that color, but we're gonna buy all of these because I want to have all of the paints. We have a couple of paintings. Thanks, bye. We have, what else? I hate this. This baby doll makes me want to say a swear. I hate it so much. While you're at the beach, +5 to kids sale chance, +2 to fantasy. Okay. Toy rocket. While you have at least 7 fact books, +4 to fantasy, +4 to kids. So these are things that would be helpful at the beach, essentially. We'll take them. Creepy, very cursed looking. Yes, both of those. Thanks, bye. Okay. Make some coffee. You can buy some stuff, and then I can see if you have any plants for sale. Unfortunately, I have to make a Mary-Kate and Ashley reference. While I said, see if you have any plants for sale, it did for some reason make me think of the song Brother for Sale. When I was a child, that song used to actually make me cry because I loved my younger brothers. I was like, that's so mean. Why would anyone do that? Hello, dear. I hope you're still looking for stories to print. During my hospital stay, I've had lots of time on my hands, as you know, and I couldn't help but draft up a little something. Oh, Murder in the Super... Girl, not the autobiography, not the memoir. Murder in the Supermarket. The stack of paper can be turned into a real book. Brother for sale, only 50 cents, honestly. It's not a big expense. You know, if you read as much crime fiction as I do, you'll start thinking about how you would pull off the perfect murder. What? Tilda! So I hope this one turned out suspenseful enough. And yes, please do give Fern a copy too. I'd love to hear their thoughts. Cheerio. All right, well, anyway. Another added to the jar. I mean, I guess. I feel like I bring it up more now that I know that you're keeping track. I just can't leave without another fantasy novel. I want a book that was written by a woman. What do you suggest? How about... Oh, we could do Lore Olympus. I think I've given you Lore Olympus before, which you won't remember, but I think I have. Let's see. Hunger Games is really more like... I don't know that I consider Hunger Games fantasy. That's like sci-fi. How about Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil? V.E. Schwab. Did I just give you Vicious yesterday? Or was that somebody else? A sensual slow burn about immortal love and what drives us to obsession. Dark, sapphic, beautiful vampires. Yes, please. How did I not know this existed? Oh, it was just published last year. How did I not know this existed? I'm probably gonna give you that then. Yeah. technically dystopian fantasy. I guess dystopia is fantasy, but I don't know. I would say dystopian is kind of its own. I don't know. Hilda is teetering on the edge of crazy a little bit. A little bit is generous. Needs to be a command for it. Wait, a Mary-Kate and Ashley tip jar command? Maybe. The amount of things that we should have a counter for that I bring up is astronomical. If you've seen one stream, you've seen them all at this point. Hey, yawn, stretch, crack. What? Not in my place of work. Whoa. Did you hear that? I think that was my back. Guess I spent too much of winter holed up inside, so I reckon it's time to get back into yoga this spring. There's a free yoga class every Tuesday at Rye Park if you want to join sometime. Oh, Rye Park! People go on a stroll, work out, or join one of the many community groups here. Where are you, Klaus? Oh. Visit the park. Why don't you take a stroll through Rye Park in this lovely weather? All right. It's good fun, and there's other cool clubs meeting in the park as well. Just make sure to check the weather reports beforehand. There was that one day where I hardly noticed the rain and showed up to an empty park, so don't repeat my mistakes. Okay. Mary-Kate and Ashley set of custom emotes. Unfortunately, it would probably have to be on Twitch because it would have to be one of the animated ones of them doing the, what's all the noise about boys dance, but the emote would have to be called Tatiana because the video of that dance synced with that song is probably my favorite thing the internet has ever given us. Okay, so like, give me something straight from the stage. I could go for a tragic story, and I tend to enjoy the classics. Okay, a classic tragic play. Let's see. No. 12 Angry Men. Enjoy. Whenever you stand up in between lock-in work sessions, well, yeah. Let's wait a little bit, because I don't think this goes up as far as it should. Like, I don't think it adds time. I think it just... never mind. I'm not going to be able to find the words to explain what I mean fast enough. I'm looking for a new piece for my collection. I need a good laugh, so I was looking for a comedy play. I'm a fan of books like Amadeus. No! I'm out of drama books. A comedy play? I'm pretty sure I had Much Ado About Nothing. There you go. Brilliant, excellent, how very theatrical. Well, yes. Oh, are you back? Oh, you don't have anything to sell maybe? Because I bought out your entire stock. Of course, of course. What else do you have, Miss Ma'am? Step ladder, you know what? I'll just take it. And I'll just take this too. We'll buy you out so you have new stuff next time. I'm not buying the baby, you can't make me. And over here, we'll go ahead and buy these as well. We'll be an art connoisseur. Thanks. And more coffee for everybody. We spent so much money today. That baby's gonna follow me home. Oh no! Actually, last night I did have a nightmare about like, not a toy baby, but like a creepy kid from a horror movie. I mean, not like actually a kid from a horror movie, just like what would be a creepy kid from a horror movie, which is odd because I don't watch horror movies and I don't often have nightmares like that. I thought this said paper book for the girlies for a second. I was like, yeah, paper book for the girlies, of course. Nightmare of Babies? You've had those a lot. No, not Nightmare of Babies. I don't mind children. Just creepy children. We have a lot of new things, but I'm actually probably just gonna leave the things that we have going on. Yeah. All right. So today is, oh, I was literally just here. I don't need to be here again. Today is not remembering her name. Anne's birthday? Yeah. Spring 7, Anne's birthday. Anne's pretty much anywhere we go, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Maybe we should try to go back to St. Bookston University. Sell some classics. What else did we have to do? Oh, we should have equipped the thing. I'm so silly. The thing, of course, being the plant that she wants us to take care of. I took it off so we wouldn't ruin it when we brought it to the beach, but I forgot to put it back. Let's go to St. Bookston. You dreamt you were pregnant and woke up sweating? It was horrifying. Oh, goodness. Oh, they like dramas here. Maybe not, actually. You know, Anne also likes the beach. Let's go to the beach. 64? Was it always 64? Kids, crime, and fantasy. Okay. This will work. Travel. Well, no, we'll do drama here. Travel. Classics. Oh, we'll do classics here. Travel here. Fact here. Done. All right, come get your books, everybody. Oh, we should have put the stuff for kids stuff. That's fine. We live and we learn. We'll be back here at some point, I'm sure. We do need to go to the lighthouse, though, to get it's something to do with finding a venue for a concert or something. The custom book colors do look nice. Thank you. Yeah, I like changing them up. All right, what can I do you for? Eye of the Storm is a lot better than the movie. Okay. I feel like I don't know what's happening. I don't think I'll end up going at all, but there are multiple movies coming out that I want to see in theaters right now, which is silly because I'm not a movie theater goer to really, except in very rare situations when I'm really excited about something. But recently I've been like, the movie with Zendaya and Rob Pattinson, I think it's called The Drama. I kind of want to see that. Project Hail Mary, I kind of want to see that. And You and Me in Tuscany, starring Miss Halle Bailey and Regé-Jean Page. I really want to see that one. It's uncomfy, actually. Movie theater goer too, of course. You really want to see The Drama? I don't even know what it's about. I just want to see it because I don't watch trailers. Ouch, my back. I want something with a lot of pages, but I can't read classics. Allergies. It's what really, wait, what? I really enjoyed Tell Me Why. Okay, you want a fact book with lots of pages. Project Hail Mary was pretty good, even though you don't like sci-fi. I really liked the book, so I want to see the movie. You want something with a lot of pages. Upgrading and repairing PCs. Enjoy. They're allergic to classics, obviously, Kitty. Oh, love the movie. You heard it's a great adaptation. Good morning. I love waking up on my birthday. My mom and I always have cake for breakfast. And today our family dog Charlie even got a little cupcake. That was the cutest. Alrighty, what else is new? How's it going with you? I'm doing pretty well myself, enjoying the fresh air. Thanks for taking the time to chat. I'll be getting along now. Okay, well. I don't know if we actually get anything to talking or for talking to people on their birthday. I just try to be nice. Oh no! We brought the plant to the beach. This is why I can't take care of plants in real life or in games, clearly. Something bad is gonna happen, I just know it. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I want something short and sweet. However, I'm not at all interested in fact books. Do you have anything like Madeline? Short and sweet. The Ugly Duckling. That should work. The Field Guide. The Ugly Duckling. Sweet, short, great. I'm a busy person. All right. Enjoy then. People are buying up our drama books. I feel like that's not supposed to happen here. Y'all are at the wrong locale. What a week. I'm looking for the next book in a series. I'm a fan of books like Marry Mr. Metal. Okay. I mean, Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. House of Many Ways, the Moving Castle series. Oh, yeah. I just picked up a copy of Howl's Moving Castle. It was in one of our little like neighborhood share library things. I haven't read it yet, but I'm planning to next month, I think. Have a House of Many Ways. I love that I don't have to say goodbye to these characters anytime soon. Glad you like it. You'd like it even more with a cup of coffee, I'm sure. Listen, Anne, I know it's your birthday, but at some point you gotta stop buying out all of my dramas. You love Howl's Moving Castle? It's your favorite book? Very different from the movie? I've heard that it's very different from the movie. I've only seen the movie once, but I did really enjoy it. But I saw it like last year or something, so I'm not nostalgic for it, so I don't think I will mind reading the book and finding it quite different. Girl, you bought all of them. What do you mean you want another drama? Oh my gosh. I came here to try to save some dramas. This is horrible. Goodbye, Anne. Happy birthday, bestie. I already murdered your plant. Unlabeled. Okay, I'll take it. Library sale. Okay. Mega savings day. That means it's time to go to the marché. We do still need to go to the park as well at some point, but marché, we have a lot more customers, which is good. Even though we sell things for less money, it usually ends up being fine. Like good sale days, because we just have so many customers. Crime and drama. Oh, well. We'll see how we do with that. We do have more drama now. Facts, fantasy, kids, classics, travel. How's it going? It's going pretty well. How are you, Pegasus? Come one, come all. It's a lovely day at the Mega Marché. Plus 10% to all book sale chances, plus 15% to customer count. Get out of the way. Hey, Harper, what are you doing here so early? Did you walk out of the store? Does she have parents? I just talked to my Uncle Klaus and he told me I'm allowed to ask as many questions as I want. So I asked him how he became my uncle and how I grew in my mom's belly and why we don't fall off the earth if it's moving so fast. And he just had a laugh and I don't know what that means. All right, well. You definitely want to play this game after seeing the streams, but you just got Teenage Exocolonist. Wait, have you started it yet? I love that game. I want to play it again. I can't deal with a dull book right now, and I have no use for old, outdated books, but I wouldn't mind something niche. Yep, already finished the last one. Okay, nothing dull, nothing outdated, but it feel like you tend to like fact books. The motivation to create. The Third Gilmore Girl, a memoir. There you go. Enjoy. No worries, kitty. You haven't started it yet, but probably will this afternoon. Oh, I like it. I only played it once and I basically destroyed the entire world, so I'm a little hesitant to play it again. But also, here's the thing. I doubt that there's a worse ending than the one that I got, which might feel unfortunate, but also the only way to go is up. So chances of me getting a better ending, pretty much guaranteed. Hey, can you believe we still haven't heard back about any potential concert venues? Listen, stop bugging me about this, Moira. I'll get to it when I get to it. I mean, it's on the city council. Yeah. We had this conversation before, honestly. Yes, I know. I need to go to the lighthouse. I understand. What's the game about? It's kind of like part visual novel, part deck builder, part just like choice-based game. And you follow a character from the age of like 12 to 20 or something. You build their skill set, you get them a career. You are part of a group of humans that have settled on this planet to like live and survive. And it's basically about you as a little settlement interacting with the other people and with the world, and how the world influences the people and how the people influence this planet. And yeah, it's really good. Welcome back to the Mega Marché and a happy Mega Savings Day to you. You know the drill, everything must be one coin off, so I hope work has been fun for you so far. You know, if you ever get bored, you're always welcome to drop by our band practice, but no pressure, mate, just saying, you're always welcome. Anyway, when were you going to tell me? Our shoppers have been buzzing with the news today. Word is, Tilda wants to prepare you to become her successor. Wild. Good luck with the many trials I'm sure she'll throw your way, and let me know if I can help. All right. Well, I will. Technically, you can always move laterally to another spot of rock bottom. I feel like I don't know that there's an equally bad outcome either. I mean, it's possible, but the one I got was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. One kid's book, please. Don't give me one of those super heavy books, though. Oh. A small kid's book. Do I have... I can give you The Ugly Duckling as well. How Winston Delivered Christmas. It's spring, so I don't know if that's what you want. I can give you Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Amazing, this will make a good bedtime story. Okay. Now I'm thinking about that. I have it on my Switch, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because that means I have to read the things on my Switch, and the text is so small and my vision is not very good. I guess I could dock it up to my TV, but then I'd have to move my dock. And tomorrow we're playing Tears of the Kingdom, so I need it in here. I'll think about it. I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I won't read it if it's super dry, and don't give me an outdated book. But I hate when books just end. Give me a series. Okay. Well, there are lots of fantasy series, so there are also kids series, though. Let's see. Do I have any kids series? No. Watership Down being a kid's book is somewhat surprising to me. I guess it makes sense because I think I read it when I was in middle school for the first time, maybe. But I feel like it's got quite mature themes, I feel. Anyway. Game of Thrones, I can give you that. There you go. This one should do. Watership Down doesn't feel kid-friendly. It's pretty dark from what you remember. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't remember it being... Yeah. Like, I think it's okay for kids. I wouldn't necessarily... I don't know, though. Maybe it was intended for kids. Specifically. I guess I kind of think of it as one of those books that, like, kids can read, but it's really probably more... understood, I guess, if you're an adult. Oh, something's happening. Oh. What? Looks like it's grown into a little seedling. Too bad it's blocked by this house. How cute. Well, I love that. I'll move that so I can see it next time. Something's happening. Oh, your plant has grown quite a bit. Oh. Good job, botanist. All right. Anyway. You've never seen the old cartoon? You've heard it was nightmare fuel? I did know. I think I did hear that there was a cartoon. I've never seen it. I only have one drama. Well, I don't think any of these will give me any dramas, but I'll just buy all of these to say I did. Fabulous, fabulous. The plant survived, which is good. I was worried, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I can put it there? Sure, it'll just cover that for now. Let's go. Here's the thing. I kind of want to go to the park. We should go to the lighthouse, though. So people stop bothering me. But they love dramas at the lighthouse, which is bad. Crime and fantasy. Hopefully people will just want a lot of crime and fantasy books, right? If y'all want a drama, I can probably find another book that's similar-ish in another genre. Travel. Kids. Classic. I feel like they do like classics there. So maybe I'll do, well, this fact and this classics. Why is it so hard to keep drama books? Does this count as being too close to the water? It probably does. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Oh, okay. Enjoy that. They're doing a play. Wait. Tomas said I get to be Brutus. Not if I play him better than you. Ooh. Right? I mean, I do feel like people should have auditions, right? What? That's so unfair. Okay, listen, y'all are too dramatic. Although I do love a theater kid. Can't lie. Oh, y'all are just chilling. Okay. Enjoy, enjoy. Hey, Moira, listen, if you talk to me about this again, I am liable to kick you out of my bookshop. Shakespeare in the Park, you know, technically, yes. They are, you know, actors, thespians even. Hi, I heard someone brought by a new story. Is that right? Can I see it? I hope it's a good one. What an interesting style. I can't wait to read more. Thanks for collecting this one. Yeah, anyways, I'll just pick out a new book and then I'll be out of your hair. Thanks, bye. Fern loves us. You can't convince me otherwise. Is that just my inflated sense of self-importance? Perhaps, but it is decided. Me and my newly formed Lighthouse Theater Troupe will put on my own cut of the tragedy of Julius Caesar very soon. Those are some sparkly old eyes. Now, we need to procure the necessary resources, especially because we need to build a stage. I heard you were somewhat a patron of the arts. How would you like to become the executive producer of our production? Does that just mean I give you money? Help Tomas stage a production of Julius Caesar by funding the project. Pay for 3 theater necessities. You'd be covering our material expenses, and I can offer you a percentage of ticket sales in return, yes? Marvelous. I will be back tomorrow with a list of things we need, and you just bring your wallet. Oh. Hi. Can I get a book? I'm looking for a book featuring folklore. The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. Folklore. Let's see. What can I do for ya? I think I tried Thumbelina at some point and that didn't work. Do vampires count as folklore? I don't actually know if I should give... Wait, no, it doesn't say mature reading though, so I might be able to give it to you. That's not giving folklore. Moorland Cottage. No. Julius Caesar. No. Thrilling adventure fiction that was once a bestseller in ancient Egypt. Paradise Lost. Does that count as folklore? Picture of Dorian Gray to the lighthouse. Let me see what I have for kids books. Snowy Day. Dark is Rising. Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. Marry Mr. Metal. Secret Garden graphic novel. House of Many Ways. Huh. Ruins of Gorlin. Paradise Lost is an allegory, but does that count? I think it's close enough that it should count to me. Ah! How about this? I feel like, yes. An anthology of folklore from around the globe. Enjoy. Have a great time, Harper. Sometimes we just gotta look outside of the genre, like anyone who wants a drama book today. You just gotta deal. Pick something else. I want something with a romance plotline, and I enjoy literary fiction novels, but I don't tend to read kids' books. Can you help me or whatever? Well, if by literary fiction you mean classic, I can help you. Probably. Probably. How about the Moorland Cottage? Must choose between her burden of responsibility to her family and the call of true love. There you go. Read away, everybody. Yeah, everyone wants a drama, but they're just gonna have to deal. I wouldn't mind a manga, and I'm into coming of age stories. Also, I could get into a romance novel. Can you help me or whatever? They gotta stop with the or whatever. Do I have any mangas? here. We had a graphic novel. What was that? It was in the kids. I'll look there in a second. Actually, I should look there now that I'm thinking about it. It was Secret Garden, wasn't it? That's coming of age. How about that? No worries, Anthony. Thanks for hanging out. You're cooler than I thought, or whatever that person said. Well, thank you. Did you get anything new in? Please give me something romantic, and I yearn for a happy ending. I can't get enough of Anne of Green Gables. Y'all and your romances. Take Carmilla. I think there's probably a happy ending. It's a lesbian vampire story. Maybe not, though. Who knows? What else do I have? Anything else? That's probably the best I can do for you. Unconventional, but I love romanticizing my life. Well, there you go. There we go. Pegasus, I feel like it's just trial and error, to be honest, decorating in Dreamlight Valley. Trial and error and a lot of time and fighting through the ugly phase when everything is just like tragic and nothing looks good. I'm actually a little bummed that we didn't get any update news today. They posted, but it was just about the egg event that's going to be starting on Wednesday, I think. Still shopping? Go for it. Oh, I don't have any. Yeah, they were going between fact and travel, but we were sold out of all of them, so goodbye. Goodbye. I'm now officially completely out of drama books. They better have some for sale for me. There's new rewards for the Egg Festival. That's true. Yes, comedies and tragedies. Just gonna buy all of these, to be honest. Okay. Today is the waterfront fish market, which we could go to. Everyone threw a fit last time we went without enough maritime decorations. I'm going to go ahead and make a preset for this with spring shop. Save. And then we can get, where's maritime? Wait, I could have sworn we have a net. Oh, it was literally this. It looked like a pile. Okay, look at this. And wait, look at, where is it? Where is it? Look at this and tell me it doesn't look like spaghetti. Why did I think it was spaghetti? It just looks like it. Don't really want this, but I kind of need it, unfortunately. Put it there, I guess. Hopefully that's enough maritime decorations for them to not hate me. I think I'm not supposed to bring the plant with me, though. I did know that there was a new egg. I didn't see that it was an egg to fish out, though. Hopefully that stays growing, or its current growth state when I put it away. Only one way to find out. Private library, have at least 1,000 books in your storage. We love that. Okay. Your journal, we need travel, fact, and fantasy books. Travel, fact, and fantasy books. I do a little bit more fantasy. We'll do kids down here. We'll do classics. We'll do crime. And we'll do drama, which we have a bunch of now. Welcome back, kitty. Y'all, please don't be mad about my lack of maritime decorations. I got 3. Okay, happy sailors. The maritime inclined folks here appreciate your tasteful decor. How wonderful. Okay. You heard tell of the Devoir family drama too, eh? Aye, that poor lass. I've been telling Miriam for years. For years I've been telling her. If you want to keep your family close, you can't tell them what to do all the time, I said to her. Ugh, they're both headstrong, those two. Can't help them unless they want to be helped. Well, fair. You know what? Tattling trout? While the fish is talking, plus 25% to maritime effects, but -2 recommendations per day? Okay. I mean, I'm probably just gonna buy you out because we have some money, and eventually I want to buy everything, so. Come buy my books. Padfoot tried to convince a lady to give him her rotisserie chicken with his cuteness. Kitty, all right. Cute. I love a rotisserie chicken. They're so good. I'm looking for a book featuring folklore. I really enjoyed The Willows. I couldn't find anything at the library. Okay. Sea of Monsters. I feel like that counts. Final Empire, Mistborn. I need to read that again. Catabasis. That counts. Demons and bread. Demons? I think. That has to deal with like where you go after you decease, right? Retelling of Hindu mythology. Mythology counts as folklore, right? Anyway, it's occurred to me that I don't know exactly what does and doesn't count as folklore, actually. Listen. The Firefly books, I've never read them. I'm gonna give you Battle of the Labyrinth. I leveled folklore. Okay, enjoy. Wait, what's Littlefoot, Kitty? Folklore Willows is very Taylor Swift coded, I suppose. Hey, I'm glad I caught you. Do you happen to have another book for me? I already finished the last one. You know, I've got lots of spare time on my hands, so... Okay. A book about plants or rocks or animals, as long as it's about nature. Okay. You do not usually prefer factual books. You're lying to me, you're lying to yourself, you're lying to Jay and Carlos. Fact books are purple. Critical hits. Unfortunately, anytime I see critical, especially with hits, it does make me think about D&D specifically. How did whales get so big? And other curious questions about animals, nature, geology, and planet Earth. There we go. Yay. What? I didn't even know something like how did whales get so big existed. This will be perfect for the season. Thank you so much. Folklore is passed down through generations within a cultural group through knowledge, beliefs, customs, artistic expressions. I mean, I kind of know what folklore is, but in the sense of like books and stuff, I don't know what counts. Like, I do feel like probably Paradise Lost would count, because I think a Christian allegory counts as folklore, probably. Whoa, those shelves are emptied already. Ahoy, I heard the nonfiction here is good. Also, I want something with a lot of pages, but usually I find advice books a bit dull. Secret History of Bookstonbury. There you go. Enjoy. Like, we're out of travel books already. Ahoy, I need rescue. I need something outdated. I want to work on myself a bit. I can't get enough of Arnheim's Principles of Athletic Trainings. You want something outdated? That's also self-help? No, how I can help you with that, unfortunately. Unless you want this Frank Lloyd Wright book. I feel like Frank Lloyd Wright still has some relevance. Okay, better luck next time. The sailors are much happier with me today. I mean, in general. Well, yes. I mean, I feel like Grimm's Fairy Tales is like the kind of stereotypical example, but most of the time I don't have something that's the most stereotypical example, I guess. Interesting project, this printing press restoration, isn't it? I've been waiting for something that would ignite our young Fern's passion like this. Ever since they arrived in town, there was just something holding them back. But sometimes people just need that little spark, which is why I asked Professor Fedorov to subtly mention the old printer. Not he. And now Fern's excitement is catching on. How nice to see. All kinds of people have been telling me how much they value the chance at being published, even to a small audience. This will be great for the community. Thank you for helping it along. No worries. No worries. Book, please. I got you, Harper. Hi. Can I get a book? I want some cold hard facts, but I never read biographies. Do you have anything like Gemology, A Study in Ruby? I have... The Lost Words, a spell book. Yippee, the Lost Words will be useful. Okay, enjoy. Wait, useful how? Listen, girl. I'm all here for a little witchy woo-woo, but don't cast anything on me, please. The dance is still killing you. Yeah, the dance is so good. I love it. Oh, this day was not as good as I thought. Oh, we did spend money though, so we made more than this. This is just kind of our net gain, I guess. And our balance is looking pretty good. Thanks everyone for shopping with us. I am gonna just buy all of these books, I think. Doesn't hurt to have too many books, I guess. Nothing specifically going on today. What did we get? Oh yes, the fish things. I'm gonna go back to this. No! Oh, no, we're fine. It's just in alphabetical order. I was so upset. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we're fine. We're fine. Nothing bad has happened. It is spring 11th. Right, of course. Maybe I should get this. Do that. Okay. We're going to go to, we still haven't been to the park, so actually probably we should go to the park. Yeah, that's what I think we do. Presets are a nice feature. I love a preset in a game. I feel like they're so helpful. Okay, I feel like we'll do crime, drama, I don't know, actually. Fact, fantasy, classic, kids, travel. There. Sure. To Rye Park. Oh. Now why are people throwing books? On a spring stroll, visit the park. What a great meeting spot. All kinds of groups hang out here when the sun is out. Okay. Now, what do you mean by that? Why does that sound a little ominous? All kinds of groups hang out here when the sun is out. There are multiple flyers hung up on the notice board. Let's look. Fancy yourself a chess dilettante? Enjoy the senior chess club on Mondays and Wednesdays. Community yoga class every Tuesday and Thursday. Come unlock your chakras. Our creative writing group meets on Fridays and Sundays. We're a group of hobbyists and professional writers. All skill levels are welcome. Hey, this is the Bookstonbury study group. We meet on Saturdays, but only if the weather's nice. Okay. Well, it's a sunny day today, so... I don't know what to pick. All right. It's bring a book to school day. I just want a literary fiction novel, and I tend to enjoy the classics. However, I'm not a fan of romance. Okay. A classic, not a romance. Paradise Lost. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Canterbury Tales. What do I think other people are gonna want? I don't know. I feel like Inferno and Paradise Lost are close enough that I can give somebody one of these. Have that. You were looking for something more deep? Goodbye. Goodbye. People... I can't stand the people in this town. They're the worst. Hi, nice to see the bookshop at the park. I had some free time today, so I thought I'd go for a walk. Well, no, that's not actually true. I was trying to spot this new creative writing club I heard about, but they don't seem to be here today. I guess they only meet on Fridays. Either way, I don't think I'm ready to join yet. How do I even approach them? They'll probably think it's weird that I want to join since I'm already a writer for the review. I just feel like Fern would constantly be doing the Debbie Ryan, like, hair tuck. Like, at this rate, I might never make any new friends in Bookstonbury. Fern, you've been here ages. I think you're doing fine. You're friends with me. You're friends with Tilda. Besides you, of course. But how do you do it? You're friends with practically everyone. I think if I were to observe you joining a few clubs at the park, I'd surely find out what it is you do right, even if you're not doing it consciously. What? Would you help me out? Oh. It's all about popular. Give Fern a masterclass in how to talk to new people at the park. Okay. Now, why would they bring up a Wicked song for me? Like, that's just really rude. Thanks. I'm really grateful for your help. Okay. Oh, it's yoga. Welcome to Yoga in the Park. This group is open to all, no matter your skill level. There's no shame in taking it slow. We simply enjoy moving together in nature. Isn't it nice to breathe in the fresh air? Well, sure. Please join us in our next exercise. Okay, look at them. Hey you, hope you're doing all right. Have you spoken to my nan lately? Nope. No, actually don't tell me. I told myself not to invest all my thoughts and energy into this daft argument. I mean, why not channel it all into something more productive? Like, I've picked my master's thesis research back up, and I've had so many ideas for new songs. I mean, even if nothing comes of it, just spending time with the band is nice and chill. Anyway, the #1 rule is not to wallow in sadness, and sooner or later I'll think of something that'll change my nan's mind. All right. Good luck with that. I don't know what to pick. I can help you. It's bring a book to school day. You can't go wrong with a play, and I like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. The Importance of Being Earnest is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. A play that doesn't take itself too seriously. Well, but I have that for you, unfortunately, unless I have one somewhere in here. No. Now, does it have to be a play? All's well that ends well. Never would have looked there. I'm going to highlight the stage directions right away. Enjoy. Not too bad today, not too bad. I really just want to have a lot of money ready for when we go to the flea market. Good afternoon. You know, I still have a few book selling essentials left over from the last flea market. I'd be happy for you to take them off my hands at the next one this Saturday. And if not, it's always a nice opportunity to browse for some items, isn't it? Don't miss it, dear. Bye-bye for now. Okay. Goodbye. We have so many people here. The colors of the books are so satisfying. I also like how people tend to usually get two genres and they'll just like go back and forth between the two. Makes me happy. Bring a book to school day. I quite like a thrilling story. Also, I'm a huge crime story fan, but kids' books aren't usually for me. I'm sorry, you are a child criminal? Okay, a thriller. I would love if it was not a mature reading book, because you are a child. How about a locked room mystery? Oh. How about Telltale Heart? Budding criminals here in Bookstonbury, I know. Oh, the youth. Learning a trade. We love that. I love animals so much. I really enjoyed the lighthouse mystery. Yep, I already finished the last one. You want a kid's book? That's odd. You're never in the mood for a kid's book. Okay. Well, neither of these are about animals, so I'll try to find you something else. A Bird, an Ocean, and a Long Way Home. It's a memoir. How about... Ooh, we have some good books in here, actually. Motivation to create. You want animals specifically. Okay, okay, okay. That's different. You think you have Nevermore in your TBR? You need to get to that. Nevermore, I'm pretty sure, is that the one by Jessica Townsend? I might have... No, I don't have a physical copy of this, but it has been on my TBR. Sorcery of Thorns, I've also heard is really good. A darkly magical YA novel with Howl's Moving Castle vibes. Animals. Futuristic world. A monk. Wilderness. One Piece. Does One Piece count? I don't think so. The Life of Pi has a tiger. Have that. Enjoy, Harper. What was I thinking of? That wasn't Nevermore. It's something with Never. Or is it not? It's like one of the Neil Gaiman books. Not that I'm particularly in a rush to read anything by Neil Gaiman, but I've had it on my shelf for a while, so it wouldn't be like a new purchase. You're waiting for the next one after Sorcery of Thorns, if that's the one you're thinking of. I don't know why I thought it was either a standalone or a duology. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I didn't know that there's a new book if there is one. Let me see. Sorcery of Thorns. Yeah, exactly, Kitty. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't have to read that one. Wait, Sorcery of Thorns? It looks like there's a book and maybe like a sequel novella. I don't know if there's anything new coming out though. Boop, boop. Do I think graphic novels should count towards Goodreads reading goals? I mean, I think it depends. I don't fault people who count them. I don't, like, I might usually count maybe one a month towards like book number goals if I have them for myself, but that's just me. If I'm doing pages for something, I usually just count them as 100 pages, even if there are a lot more, because I feel like counting them as more doesn't really like fit what I usually mean when I'm referring to like reading amounts. But I feel like that's just kind of a personal preference. Spring 12. You want this game? It's really cute. I'm a big fan of it. We got this plant. Oh, that plant's hanging. When did that happen? I guess it just hangs itself, or maybe oh. Anyway, we're fine. Everything's fine. We should probably go back to the Liberté. We could go to the hospital. We haven't been there in a minute, but we do need to talk to Miriam, I think. Weekly flea market is tomorrow. Let's go to the Liberté. As long as someone is reading. I mean, like, I don't judge people for what they do or don't count for things, or like audiobooks versus regular books. Like, I just figure out what I do and don't count based on what my actual goals are. Because typically if my goal is like to read, I don't know, 5 books in a month or something, I know when I'm making that goal that I'm not, like, it's not in the spirit of it for me to like rush a graphic novel just to reach 5 books. But if that's what people like, that doesn't affect me at all. I do love a graphic novel. I love a manga. You like to add them to track everything you're reading, but you always wonder if they're a cop-out towards your goal. I feel like that's up to you. Is this game better on Switch or Steam? I have it on Steam. I've not tried it on Switch, so I'm not sure. It gives the vibe of a game that would probably be fine on Switch, but I don't know for sure. Okay, we need classics and travel books. Primarily. Okay. Crime, drama, kids, fantasy, fact. Taking in any form of literary content these days, as opposed to being so what? Anyway, digitally glued, of course, as we watch a stream. Listen, we're talking about books at least. Yeah, it's more than a stream, it's a conversation. Welcome back to your Pillars of Business course. Congratulations on your success with our first 2 challenges. Now the next stage is a bit more challenging. You see, our compendium prescribes that a good business must weather hard times, hard with an E. But I was not entirely sure what that might look like for a small shop such as yours. What I thought up might be slightly unusual, but it would certainly assure me of your competence. Usually we put our bins behind the Liberté until they're collected. Today, I thought I might put them out front. So, will you still be able to make sufficient sales while your customers have to navigate around this rubbish? What in the world? Sell 10 books in a day with Miriam's bins around. What? Whatever. All right, then, good luck. I will observe your success with great interest. Negative 20% to all book sale chances, plus 20% to all distracting effects. That does seem rude. Weird challenge indeed. Brady, we're playing a Tiny Bookshop, in which we have a tiny shop in which we sell books and recommend books to people, and it's quite fun. Hello, how is business? I could use a new cookbook. I think humorous books can be a bit cringy, though. I'm a fan of books like Nosh for students. The Hairy Biker's Ultimate Comfort Food, a cozy, comforting cookbook delivered by two gently hairy bikers filled with love and light and wholesome goodness. While that does sound kind of cute, it also sounds like I don't know that I want a cookbook that has the word hairy in the title, you know? There you go. I love experiencing different cultures through food. Okay. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. She's like, I could really get into this biker culture. Oh, everyone buy some coffee too. Since we're being, what would I, ew, 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 ew. Sorry. We got spoiled fish, yuck. Since we're being, I don't even know the word. I'm so flustered and angry. Hey, you're gonna come to the next flea market. Yeah, Harper, I know. There's different stuff there every time. Everyone buying books? We're 5 out of 10, okay. Just an image with the word hairy. Hairy and food don't belong together. Exactly. Can I get a book? I'd like an encyclopedia for reference. Okay, an encyclopedia. Illustrated dust jacket. Collection of cover art. Encyclopedia of the weird and wonderful. Cookbook as a gateway to biker culture. We love it. Hi, Ignis. Unfortunately, when I think about biker culture, I think of what might still be going on. I don't know because I don't really go on TikTok. But like biker talk and book talk with their weird overlap. Like, not even overlap. We'll call it a dalliance. The dalliance between biker talk and book talk. It's something. I never imagined that this day would truly come. The way you knew exactly where I was going with this, Kitty, you know, listen. I can't stand it. Oh my God. Listen, I don't mind being cringy. Like, in general, cringe is something that I try to not like judge too much, because like it is what it is. Like, some societal norms, like expected ways to act, are really just meant to box us in and keep us from living our best lives, I'm convinced. But some things just get to the level where I'm like, you are well within your right to do everything that you're doing. However, I'm gonna leave while you do this. Like, I can't. I really, truly can't. I can't. We're not yucking any yums here. It's just not yummy to me. So I'm just gonna excuse myself, you know? Mask talk as well. Yes, that's, yeah. It's what it sounds like. It's TikTok with people who wear masks. Like, it's... I'm sure there's more than that, but it's pretty much that. Where my bookshop, again, no hate to mask talk. I don't know her. Specifically, again, the dalliance between book talk and mask talk specifically. Where my bookshop could sit here entirely empty, it's quite a shame, but it was time, wasn't it? I'm not as good on my feet anymore. Of course, I'd be hoping to finish clearing it out much earlier, but with the old hip, moving out proved quite difficult. Anyway, I'm not sure how I feel. Relieved, nostalgic, regretful? I will sleep on it for now. See you another time, my dear. You're scared to look these up? I would recommend a lovely video essay that I'm sure you could find, like a commentary video on YouTube. I'm sure if you typed in like book talk, biker talk on YouTube, you'd find a few. That's how I came into this information myself. Hi there, I need a play and make it humorous. I like books with poetic language. Do you have anything like the Comedy of Errors? Perhaps. Perchance. Must protect my precious algorithm. My algorithm is all out of whack on YouTube. It's really unfortunate. This happens every now and then though for me. All of a sudden, like, the recommendations are not giving what they're meant to give. All's well that ends well. They just film all their TikToks wearing masks. I mean, again, I only know it in the context of the flirtationship between book talk and mask talk, but pretty much yes. Like, yes, that's the vibe I get. Like, what's the one mask that's kind of skeleton-y, but I think it's from like a horror movie? That's the one I always think of. It's like a long face. Ah, retirement is the best. I'd love to read something classic, and I enjoy reading serious, sophisticated literature. However, I'm not really a fan of thrillers. Classic, serious, sophisticated, no thriller. I saw we had East of Eden. Do you want that? Or is there anything fancier? The Soul of Man Under Socialism? It's short though. Have East of Eden. Scream? Ghostface? Good question. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, why are you done, Kitty? About what? Now I need to know. I don't watch horror stuff, okay? Oh yeah, that's the one, maybe. Wait a second. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't mean to click on the Bookston statue. Okay, listen, we sold our 10 books. That's good. So funny, is it? I mean, fair enough. I'm sure probably most people know who that is, even if they haven't seen the movie. I don't. They're from a horror movie, right? Presumably Scream would be my guess. Ooh, something is happening. Goodness, it's huge. Why are we inside suddenly? Below's pitcher plant. It traps innocent slugs and feasts on their flesh. So cool. When successfully recommending a crime book, plus 2% to crime sale chance. All right, let's hope it doesn't take a bite out of anyone. And we'll want to take a look at it now that it's fully grown. Okay. The fact that I can have the conversation while selling books is something you could never accomplish. Listen, I could talk about probably anything while doing anything. The talking will take precedence though. Let's buy some more books. Take that, take that. Oh, a deck chair. Cute, cute, cute. Take all of these. Fantastic fantasy. Wonderful. Today is weekly flea market. Oh. We shouldn't have just spent all of our money. Oh well. Interesting. I can't hang that there. That's in there. Okay. Oh, people are gonna have to put their face in that. You know, it's not my business. People are going to have to put their face in that though to get to the shelf, which is unfortunate for them. I need something to put in that window. What did I have there before? Or there. I don't remember. I think I don't like this because it takes away a recommendation. That there. Oh, I had this little cactus. Okay. Sweet. I think that's sufficient for now. We go to the flea market. Would have liked it if we had a little bit more money, but such is life. Classic, fact, fantasy, crime. Okay. Classic. Fact. Fantasy. Crime. Do. Kid. We'll do drama. And we'll do travel down here. Cool. So the time it's you being shooketh that I don't get some pop culture reference. Here's the thing. I understand many pop culture references. I just don't understand movie references most of the time. Don't sell me the baby. Review board. When successfully recommending a book, +1% to all book sale chances. For every 2 plants in your shop, +1 to fact sale chance, +3 to plant effects. Okay. I am upset about the baby being here again. I'm not gonna lie. Small easel for every other painting. +2 to daily expenses, +50% to planting effects. Okay. I'll take that. Whoa, look at that. A fully grown Veloce pitcher plant. That's amazing. What? Let's see here. Stem is 8 millimeters in diameter, cylindrical peristomy? At one time in my life, I did take biology. Anyway, good. All looking good. Peristoma. Whatever. Oh, look, our plant has trapped a little slug. This could be useful. I'm not an expert in critters, but I'm pretty sure this species is invasive. Built-in pest control? Great job, my dear Nepenthes villosa. All right. This creepy plant has a job. It eats invasive bugs or slugs around Bookstonbury. It should be in my house and eat invasive bugs, because that's a problem. All right, I will be noting this all down later. For now, we should get started on growing the next seedling since it takes a while. What? These are Lamprocapnos spectabilis seeds. Sure. A little seedling seems to thrive in the rain. It loves the drama. Me too. I know they look unassuming, but once they flower, well, you'll see. No spoilers. I want to see if it can withstand the amount of rain we get here in Bookstonbury, all right? All right, leave the seedling outside in the rain until it's fully grown. So don't be afraid to leave it out in the rain as often as possible. Good luck. All right. Tilda, you're coming to shop. Interesting, because I was going to shop with you, but okay. Does it eat spiders? Because you'll take a dozen. My partner the other day was kind of joking, but that kind of not joking, where it was like concerning, and was like, you know, we could probably get some spiders to like go after the bugs in our house. And I said, you know what? No. No, thank you. Hello, dear. I came by to extend an invitation for the 18th. I want to get together for tea with everyone to celebrate my birthday. Just come by the Cafe Liberté after work, and no presents necessary. But I do have something I wanted to discuss with everyone, so I hope you can find the time. Now, let me pick out a book I can gift myself. See you soon. Okay. Let's get more bugs for the bugs. I know. I was like, I don't know that that's better, to be honest. Fern, don't sneeze on my books. Ah, hello, Bailey. So, are you enjoying the flea market today? Do you think I could get a new bike around here somewhere? Mine broke recently. I found some gems here before, but you have to have some luck. Anyways, well, it was good to see you. Bye. Okay, bye. And speaking of buy some books. Anything hot off the press? Give me something about a grim, dark, dystopian world. And I'm rather fond of good sci-fi stories. However, tragedies are often a bit too tragic for me. Okay. You want a dystopia. Libraries fighting fascism in the near future Wild West, or librarians, my apologies. Fascinating. Leviathan Wakes is, I think, sci-fi. I don't think it's dystopian. I don't know, though. Fire Upon the Deep, epic space adventure, Ruins of Gorlin. Nation. Mao is the only member of his nation since a huge wave destroyed his village and wiped out his tribe. I feel like that counts. What else do we have? Boundary side. Uncertain. Earth as it is on television. Siren Queen. Taproot. 3-body problem. Spear cuts through water. Jujutsu Kaisen. The Gunslinger. The Last Wish. Okay. Let me do this. No, that's not side. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try to give you this one. Yeah, I know. Well, listen. I don't know. I feel like it counts. I feel like it counts if a wave takes out your entire peoples. The entire world might not be dystopian, but your state of being certainly is. Not, are you sure you know what dystopian means? Get out of here. People. So judgy. I don't think Fern has ever considered that perhaps he should just take my recommendations. I'm a bookseller. We need to screen these customers, honestly. Actually, we have a no refusing my recommendation policy. I'm not sure if you saw the fine print on the door. I'm looking for something to do, you know, a new hobby. Also, I find outdated books rather charming. I can't get enough of a Florence diary. Anything good on board today? Something old. The Stones of Venice. Does that count as a hobby? Around the world in 80 days. How about that? No, I don't know what counts as a hobby. I'm gonna be honest. The Stones of Venice. I'll definitely give this a go. I've never tried that before. Why is there a question mark after that? I feel somewhat attacked as somebody who speaks in uptalk frequently. Ah, I see you're a person of taste. I want a book with a coming-of-age plotline. Also, I could get into a romance novel, but I don't want to read anything from this century. Okay. Coming-of-age, romance, old. Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. Moominland Midwinter. Magic World. Kiki's Delivery Service. The Little Mermaid. Yellow Fairy Book. Pippi? Does Pippi have romance? Flower Fables. Frog and Toad Together. Oh, to garden, bike, and go on adventures with your soulmate. While these short stories may strictly qualify as children's literature, who doesn't yearn for the life of Frog and Toad? How about this? What? Okay, never mind. I should have gone with Pippi Longstocking. We're just having an off day. Not everyone can be 100% perfect all the time, you know? It is what it is. Frog and Toad, but they were soulmates. It said so. Harper, as always, doing the good work, buying many books. Frog and Toad are peak old married couple. Well, I don't know that. Still making good coin. Well, I don't know that I'd say that. Oh, something is happening. Looks like it's grown into a little seedling. How cute. Oh wait, actually I didn't even see what you had for sale. Books. Books. And I'll buy the additional shelf because I think I need them for the new place eventually. All right, let's go. Is it going to rain tomorrow? No, of course not. Take this. Take a nice deck chair, why not? I'm not gonna change anything about my shop yet, but crime and drama, as per usual, are low ones. Oh, also travel though. These are classics, so I think. Oh, it's just a bunch. Well, I'll take them. Today is the 14th. Mega Savings Day is tomorrow. Tilda's birthday party is Thursday. Today, perhaps we should go to the lighthouse. I think we need to talk to Tamaz about something. So let's do that. Oop. Drama, fantasy, and crime. And we actually have dramas today, which is always wonderful. I do have to say, I think crime are my least favorite to give recommendations for, because I never... Well, I mean, I have quite a hard time finding things that people will want. Here we go. I'll practice in. Let's practice the stabbing scene. Oh, ugh, again. The choreography is very important. YouTube might actually get mad at me for having said that. Maybe not. All right, keep rehearsing. Y'all are doing great. I love your matching sweaters. Beware the tides of March. No, it's not. Yeah, okay. Not quite what it is, but close. You got another book for me? Bonus points if it was written by a woman, and I'm into coming of age stories. I'm a fan of books like The God of Small Things. Okay, coming of age, written by a woman. Shirley. Charlotte Bronte. I've not read that. Is that coming of age? I don't know. Night and Day. What else do we have? Ah, Wash Day Diaries. I've read this. I liked this. It's not coming of age though. Red, White, and Royal Blue. Now, while this kind of feels like a coming of age story, I don't think it counts since they're both technically adults. Sense and Sensibility matched. Wait. This I think I might have read when I was younger, and I actually just recently saw this cover again. This might work. You did too? I'm pretty sure I could be thinking of something else, but I think it has kind of like a greenish orb on the cover with like a girl chilling in the middle of it. And it's like basically, yeah, anyway, I think this one. You think you've seen that cover? I'm like so unsure now. Let me look it up. Matched. Ali Rondi. Yeah. Okay, the orb isn't green. Well, it depends kind of on the book version you have. Mostly it's just she's in a green dress and an orb, so the orb looks a little green. But yeah. All right. Glad you like it. That was definitely in my local library when I was growing up. Yeah, that's so interesting because I hadn't thought about that book in years, and then I saw the cover somewhat recently. And I do have to read, I think it's a dystopia. I have to read a dystopian book next month for the Magical Readathon, so I was thinking of maybe reading that one. Hey, can you believe we still haven't heard back about any potential concert venues? I mean, it's on the city council to pay better attention to the culture scene in town. I'm working on it, Moira. This is like the third time you talked to me about this today. I'm working on it. And there's our brand new executive producer. Glad to have you on board. All right, first off, we need stage lights. I could only find 2 options on such short notice. We could get 4 off-brand par lamps with a slight chance of overheating on sale for $35. Or on the other hand, I found a pair of quality lanterns that don't have terrible reviews for 60 coins. Should we get the off-brand lights or the high-quality ones? We'll just do the high-quality ones. Really? Wow, thank you. These will make for a great ambiance. Thanks again for helping out. Yeah. I'm nothing if not generous. Anything hot off the press? I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. Also, I tend to enjoy the classics. The Napoleon of Notting Hill is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. Classic sci-fi. I think I just added The Night Circus to my Kindle. Usual Suspects at the Earth's Core. There you go. Amazing. Let's make some more coffee. 1 out of 3 things we gotta pay for. I guess I'll be coming back here, which means Moira's gonna be bothering me more and more. Why is my university calling me? They probably want me to donate money. LOL. Anyway, does anyone else, well, I don't know if this is a thing in other places in the world or if people went to university. Very rarely, but every so often I'll get a call and they'll be like, want to donate money? And I'm like, no. Something magical, please. I want to be enchanted. Also, I like niche books for the most part. Yep, I already finished the last one. Something magical. Okay. When you get those calls, you're like, bestie, my tuition wasn't enough. I know. I did not go to a cheap school. And I went for many years. Not because I took too long, just because I got multiple degrees. Tale of Despero. How about that? Or we could find something more magical, potentially. But what's more magical than a mouse? Secret Island. I guess we could find a fantasy. A casebook of magical crimes. I don't want to give you something that's mature reading because you're a child. Discworld? How about the Two Towers? Enjoy. Are you a magician? This is right up my alley. Okay. The Night Circus is so good. I've only heard good things about it, I think. All the world's a stage, so give me a play. And I like coming of age stories, but like, don't make a big deal. Usually the plays are our classics. Poem, Treasure Island. I feel like we need more plays. I don't know. None of these were plays. Fact books. I don't think any of these were plays. Everyone's also into a coming of age story recently, which I guess is fun. Do I have any plays here? I think we do have a couple crime plays. Police bring in short story author Katurian for questioning about a series of brutal murders. No, that's not giving coming of age. Okay, well. How about we try... The seagull is not really coming of age. Have Hamlet. There we go. I'm glad you liked it. I do like a coming of age story. They are quite satisfying. We sold 20 drama books today. You go, Harper. Harper's the best. That's quite the stack of books. I'm jealous of Harper. Where are Harper's parents and can they adopt me? Because I would love to go to a bookshop nearly every day and walk away with a stack of books. Do Harper's parents want to fund my shopping excursions? Amazing. All right, let's close up. Close up for the day. Okay, let's take this. Lanky, tall, and a little awkward. Okay, we are going to, I think, go ahead and wrap up. We've played half of the month, which is pretty solid. So next time we can probably finish out the season. Oh my goodness, I love this game. Harper gets so many books. She's the best customer. She's the best. I really do love Harper. But thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I'm going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be playing some Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, it's going to be exciting because we ended right when we got to, what is it called? The ship in the sky. I don't know. It's one of the big regional phenomenons. And yeah, so it's going to be an exciting and probably funny because I'm probably going to be frustrated stream. So have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Take care of yourselves. We also might have some Dreamlight Valley news to talk about tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.